Hi guys, Keegan Richard Canton here. How are we all today? So what I thought we'd do in a section is there's always lots of questions. So what is the most commonly asked questions? So what we've done, me and the team have written down all the questions that we have been asked over the years to go through those so I can give you some answers and then refer back to them as and when you can. Some of them are what I would think as blatantly obvious questions. So we're going to go through and answer these from here. This is the general questions. So general questions about classes, training, the club and so on. Here we go. How do I check in and must I check into classes? What you can do is, for example, here in Eastbourne, we have physical training cards that are on the wall. You'll grab that card when you first come in, you'll hold on to that card, the instructor will take that from you, and then we'll register you through class. On all of our, the instructors have on their mobile devices a thing called MyMA, which is basically an attendance tracker. So every time you come into class, we will tick you off on the attendance tracker, which keeps track of your attendance so you can get your 18 minimum required ready for your grading. So yes, you basically come to class, you let your instructor know, we'll tick you off on the MyMA training app. So yes, you must register. Is there a limit to how many classes I can take? Generally, no. In all the classes that we have, it's unlimited training throughout any of the classes that we have within the club. So if you're in Folkestone, for example, and you've paid for the unlimited training package, you can go to Ashford and train and so on, etc. like that. What classes can I attend as part of my membership? Now, obviously, you need to go only as part of the classes that you have paid for. For example, if you're doing karate, you can only attend the karate lessons. If you want to attend the kickboxing classes, for example, you would need to upgrade to those lessons. If you're a junior, you can't attend the senior lessons. If you're a samurai, you can't attend the junior lessons. You actually must attend the lessons that pertain to your particular age group and the particular package that you've been involved in. Okay. Can I bring a friend to try out the classes? Absolutely, and especially at the start, we recommend that you do so. We know what it's like that when you find something new that you want to tell your friends and family about, how excited you are about that. Also, what we find that if you do bring someone along with you, there's sort of comfort. It's almost like a comfort blanket that you and your friend can start a journey together. Sometimes we start a journey and we're a bit nervous to actually come into the dojo or into the training hall or sports centre. But if you have a friend or two with you, it actually helps ease that fear to be able to come into the dojo. So if you do have a friend that wants to train, we recommend that you bring them along as much as possible. When do we start sparring? Sparring almost starts pretty much straight away. The first quite a few months of sparring is all non-contact sparring. At no point is sparring compulsory until you get to the higher grades. At all times during the lower grades, it's always non-contact sparring. So it's almost like you're facing a partner like I would be here with you now, and you're fighting towards each other, but we're not hitting each other. What we're doing is we're gaining confidence in seeing punches and kicks come towards us. We're gaining confidence in punching and kicking backwards, in a sparring, safe and friendly environment. Are classes for adults and children? Some classes, for example, the specific family classes are a mixed family class. So you might have the samurais training with the adults. Some other classes have juniors and adults together. Depending on which class that you attend, we actually have specific age groups for specific classes. But that could vary from dojo to dojo. On the timetable that you would have, that would all be outlined in there from there. Can I bring food? Don't know why you would need to bring food, but yes, you can bring food, but please don't bring a 3-course dinner. You're training, okay? Now, from what I understand, this question could also be is if a parent or a family was watching someone else train, can they bring food like a bag of crisps or something for a child to eat while the other one is training? Absolutely, that's fine. Please don't make a mess. If you do happen to make a mess, tidy that up yourself and go from there. Do you still run classes when it's raining? Yes, we have been asked this question, and yes, classes still run while it's raining. My child doesn't like being told off. Can you make sure he isn't? No, I cannot make sure he isn't. He will be told off. But me telling off a 3-year-old who has just turned 3 compared to a 22-year-old. It's going to be completely different telling off. Martial arts is discipline. This is about discipline. If your child is running around like a lunatic and being unsafe for themselves and unsafe for everyone else, then they're going to get a telling off. You have brought martial arts with your child to us for, the majority of people, for discipline, confidence, self-control. So for us to reprimand and discipline your child is part of what we do. Your child will receive appropriate discipline for their age and appropriate discipline for that particular action. What I like to feel like myself as, and I teach the instructors, is a velvet hammer. Soft on the outside, but hard and unyielding on the inside. So if your child deserves to be told off, they will be told off to enforce discipline. Can I leave my 3-year-old with you whilst I go to the shop? Yes, you can, but I don't recommend it. If you've got your kids coming to the ninja classes, the 3 to 5-year-olds, we recommend that you stay with those guys. They're quite young. So for you to leave them with us for half an hour while you go to the shops and come back, we don't recommend that. Especially once they're very first starting. So ideally, we recommend that you stay. Once they're in the samurais and juniors and so on, of course, leave your child with us and go and do your shopping and stuff like that. It's a safe and friendly environment. We can look after those guys from there. I am over 40. Am I too old to start? Jokey Spud was 50 when he started, nearly 50 when he started. And yes, he's nearly 90 now, and he's still going. So yes, I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years of age, you can start martial arts training. Now, are you going to be as good as when you started when you were 14, for example? No. But the best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time to start is now. So do the best that you possibly can with the body and the time that you have available. What happens if I run out of time? Well, who says when you're going to run out of time? So start now as soon as you possibly can. Is this a sport? Yes, martial arts is a sport. And there is a sport karate, and there is traditional sport karate, and there's what they call applicable or applied karate, which is what we do. We do a bit of sport karate and we do applied karate. But this would be a sport and should be, I suppose, looked at as a sport. So you go to football training twice a week and then play your game on the Saturday. It's the same as karate. You would come to karate 2 to 3 times a week, just like any other sport, to be able to commit to that. Would you like to go to the World Championships? Yes, you need to commit to that like any other sport. You want to play elite football, Champions League or the Olympics or anything like that at all, then the same dedication is required to karate, to kickboxing, to whatever it might be, that it would take for you to go to the Olympics on any other sport. Okay. Do you do tournaments? Currently, we do 1 or 2 karate tournaments a year, and they're in-house tournaments with our own students, so we don't invite any other students from any other clubs. We do attend external tournaments on the odd occasion, but sport karate and tournament style of fighting is not what we primarily focus on. We focus on what is going to be working for you in I suppose, the best self-defense situation. How can you apply what I'm teaching you to defend yourself in an instant? Doesn't always work in a tournament because there's rules. So what we would much prefer you to learn and get is, actually, I need to learn how to defend myself and fight to save my life, potentially, rather than score a point and win a medal. But yes, we do tournaments and go from there. Do you offer a creche service for my younger kids while my oldest child is in class? No, we don't. No, you have to look after your own kids, I'm sorry. No, obviously you can bring your other kids here and all that kind of stuff. That's not a problem at all. We have some kids sit and play and do all that kind of stuff here. That's no problem at all. As long as the kids aren't being a bother or a disturbance to the class, we encourage all family members to come down and go from there. How do I check into class? Like we've gone over that before. So you'll check into class, you'll see the instructor going through and ticking you off on their mobile phone or on the cards. What do I need to bring on my very first day? Great question. What I would wear is shorts and a t-shirt or leggings and a t-shirt and bring along a drink. That was something that you'll feel comfortable in, something that you're not self-conscious about, and a drink, because when we do work out, we work out quite well. Where do I park? Most places will have a car park. Here at the Eastbourne Dojo, we only have a car park for a few spaces. After 6 p.m. is when we allow students car parking here, and we have the whole car park for about 10, 12 cars, and then you're in the street. For example, other places, what we want to do is you will have, like at the leisure centres and sports centres, they will have specific car parks for you to be able to park in. So have a look where you're going to go, park on the streets, park in the car parks, and go from there. Someone's asked again, can my friend come? Yes, please bring a friend. The more people that you bring, the better, the more comfortable it'll make you feel, and the more comfortable it'll make you feel, the better you'll be actually able to attend training. How many classes can I do a week? As many as you want, because it's an unlimited package, unless you've only chosen the once a week package, which is for the ninjas only. And we recommend that you do 2 to 3 lessons a week. You do 2 to 3 lessons a week. Over the next 10 years, you'll be a great martial artist. Do I have to do sparring? At first, no, but like we said, it's non-contact sparring, so we encourage you to get involved in sparring straight away. You're not going to get hurt. We actually make sure of that you're not going to get hurt, because it's quite a distance away. So you don't have to do sparring until the higher grades, but we encourage you to do so straight away. And we ensure that you are not going to get hurt, or more importantly, hurt others while sparring. Is it only children, or can adults train too? We have, I think the oldest person we had training at one stage was in his early 70s. And the youngest we have training is 3. So if you are between 3 and 70 plus, then you can train. I've trained in Okinawa in Japan with a few 80-year-olds, and are still regularly doing their martial arts and stuff like that. They're probably nowhere near as good as when they were in their 30s, but martial arts is something that you can do for the rest of your life. You're never going to be able to do it as good as you wanted to. And talking to those old guys, they still thought they were 30 in their mind and still trying to do things like they were, but they weren't. The body catches up with the body doesn't allow what the mind sometimes wants it to. For example, myself, I'm 49, 50 this year, but in my mind I still think I'm 25, 30, but then I try and do something and my body says, oh, and it's like, no. So the body actually does catches up, but at any age, any time, you can jump in and do karate or kickboxing. Do you cater for children with autism? Yes, we do. People with additional needs can come in and give it a go. What we try and do is we say to people, try 1 or 2 lessons, see how they get on. Not every single person on the spectrum is going to be able to cope with the discipline, the lining up, and the protocols that we have in each class. Then they won't be able to join in. But some children on the spectrum are going to be able to adapt to the rules and regulations that we have, because they love that side of things. So it's an individual case-by-case study. What we do is we sort of say to people, come and try for a couple of lessons. If your child is able to not conform, but adapt with their additional needs to what we're able to do, then great. If we find that it's going to be disruptive to them and all the other people in the class, then we won't be able to take those guys on. Do you have somewhere to sit? Yeah, generally in most locations there will be somewhere to sit, and in some locations there's cafes and all that kind of stuff as well, so you're going to have somewhere to sit and relax. Do you provide tea and coffee? We don't provide tea and coffee free of charge. For example, here at the Eastbourne Dojo, we've got a tea and coffee shop. I know at the Folkestone Dojo, they've got a cafe upstairs. Different places have different things. When you first come down, check it out, see what you can do and go from there. Are you qualified to teach? Yes, every single one of our instructors has been certified through the Instructor Training Academy. Do you have a CRB and DBS certification? In other words, are we legitimate? Yes, all our DBS and CRB checks have come back and everyone is squeaky clean. And also, I'm going to put on there, I don't know if it's actually been asked, but all of our instructors are first aid qualified as well. So we do our first aid qualifications every 3 years. So all of our instructors are certified, DBS checked, and first aid qualified. All right. I have epilepsy. Can I join your club as others won't take me? Yes, but on an individual case by case. What we'll need to do is find out what your triggers are, what you can and can't do. Try it out, see how you get on. If you find this is bad for your epilepsy, then we'll make a decision together that this may be not the best thing for you. But if you find that you can control your epilepsy and train at the same time, sure, why not? Karate is for everyone. Martial arts is for everyone. Let's give it a go. And if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't work, never mind, let's give it a go. I'm self-conscious about my hair. Can I wear a hat in class? No. Can I wear my glasses? Absolutely, you can wear your glasses in class. You can wear your glasses, and I even see some of the kids in sparring, they'll actually have like soft sports glasses and with straps and stuff like that. Yeah, so glasses are not a problem in class at all. I have my nose pierced. Do I have to take it out when I train? Ideally, you want to remove all jewelry and all piercings. Why? In case it gets caught, you're going to cut or anything like that at all. So we recommend that you remove all jewelry and piercings especially. If you don't, what I recommend is you put medical tape or something like that over the top to protect yourself. Because imagine if you were to hit my nose ring and accidentally catch it in your finger and you rip it and you rip off half my nose. Yes, it's bad for me now because I have half my nose, but it's actually bad for you because you've actually caused your friend, me, a horrific incident and an injury, and there's blood and stuff like that everywhere. So we try and eliminate those dangers as much as I possibly can. Will I lose weight? Yes, as I'm going to say, but only if you have a calorie-controlled diet. You can exercise as much as you possibly want, but unless you control your calories and what you intake, you will not lose weight. But martial arts training will help and aid in weight loss, as well as weight gain, as well as toning and shaping any physical activity you do. The great thing is what we actually have is on the Platinum package is we have some workout at home scenarios. We also have some healthy eating plans and stuff like that for you guys to be able to look at as well. Do you offer diet advice? I was just talking about that then. Yes, we do offer diet advice during class. Anyone ever talks to us, we offer free diet advice, especially in the ladies' kickboxing classes we're offering, because a lot of the ladies are talking to us about those things. So we offer diet advice. We also got on the Platinum package some healthy eating plans that you can, whether or not you want to bulk up. Some of the kids want to bulk up with some muscles or whatever, and some people want to lose a bit of weight. So there's two completely different plans. And martial arts training will aid you in achieving those goals. It's not the primary source. 20% of the primary source is exercise. 80% of the primary source is what you shove down your face. All right. So you got to think about that. You can't outwork a bad diet. I'll say that again. You can't outwork a bad diet. All right, if I don't use my membership, can I let my sister use it? You would need to pay, yes you can, but you would need to pay a £20 transfer fee because it's a completely different membership. So you can't, for example, say, oh, 1 week I go, the next week my sister goes, 2 weeks later my cousin goes, 1 week later my brother. No, it's a single membership. But let's say, for example, that I didn't want to go anymore, but my sister wanted to use my membership. We have a £20 admin fee to transfer my membership over to my sister, and my sister can carry on using my membership until forever, basically. I can't get my rings bracelet off. Can I still train? Yes, you can, but ideally, like I said, you want to tape those up or put a sweatband or something over the top of them. Main reason being is to protect others from your jewelry. I don't want to hit you in the face with my ring or scratch you across the eye with my bracelet and potentially cause a serious injury. That's why we tend to remove all bracelets, all things like that. But if you can't, for example, like I know some guys wear the smartwatch, put something over the top of that to protect you smart watching into someone's head or using a bracelet into someone's eye. what kind of martial arts is this? So generally within martial arts, what we have, for example, here at the Eastbourne Dojo, we have Muay Thai kickboxing. Thai boxing is a martial art, comes from Muay Thai, and so we predominantly do that. We also have ladies combat, ladies kickboxing, which is a cross between karate, kickboxing, Muay Thai, ladies combat, and fitness classes, all in one encompassing thing. And then we have our karate jutsu classes, which is our primary base for our ninjas, samurais, juniors, and all that kind of stuff. And what that is a culmination of all of my years of training, from my training in Taekwondo, my training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, my training in Muay Thai, my training in such and such and such and such. And I've taken all the best bits that I think which pertain to the modern day martial artists, and I've put that together in one nest egg. And so then I've been able to break that into pieces and pass that along to you. So it's karate jutsu, which means karate meaning the way of the empty hand, and jutsu meaning an applied science to that. Let me just check. That's a good one to finish on, actually. So yes, so what we primarily do here is very unique. It's very us. You know, it's not like anything else. It's not like the karate that we practiced back in the 90s and 80s. You know, when you hear people, I did karate back in the day. Yeah, back in the 90s. It's not like that. What we've got is modern teaching methods, modern martial arts, ready for use in today's society. And we also then actually add for the kids a child development program. So we talk about leadership, courtesy, and all those types of things. We add the child development program to the excellent martial arts program that we have available to create a nucleus of one foundational great martial art, which is Canton Martial Arts. And then that'll get you to black belt. And then after black belt, we do some judo, some wrestling, and we also do some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu groundwork and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, it's an exciting time to be alive. That's it for the general questions. Hope to see you on the other questions part on some other things from there. Have a great day. Bye.